Hello everyone, Dylan here. Happy Throwback Thursday, and the rotation leads us to a Bonicle review, and this one's on Mario Matoran Defilak and Hydruka Thulox from 2007, of course. So now that these Matoran sets of this year, only time they ever had manuals instead of a fold-out instruction insert. Well, only year that ever happened. So it's kind of a little different, interesting thing to point out, but yeah. So I have the Bonicle logo, Defilak. Let me zoom in. Or Defilak. And then set number 8929, Choking Hazard, Lego logo. And picture of Defilak running around shooting the Zammersphere launcher, or in this case, solidified air bubble launcher, and the Mari Nui in the background. And all this is green around it, since it's his color. But yeah. And on the back, advertisement for the Bonicle Heroes video game and the older style website there was. And then advertisement for Lego Shop at Home and Lego Club. And then advertisement of all the Baraki sets from the time of which. So like these three, which I previously reviewed on Throwback Thursdays, right there. And then these three of which, and the other three, expect for next Throwback Thursday. But yeah. And then all the pieces that come with the set. And then the last building steps with Mari Nui in the background, of course. So now on to Defilak himself, which obviously same kind of build as the three other Mari Nui Matoran there are. Like obviously Dekar, which I previously reviewed for Throwback Thursday, and also Zarda and Idris, the ones that came with the Karzani set for that. Even though in that set they had extra bits to them, like a tube in the back and other things. But yeah. So now from the ground up, like always. Oh, hang on. Now what? Okay. So like as for the legs of which are comprised of mostly Toa Metru feet in silver and also Borak limbs in dark green. Nice to get in that color, of course. And then for the main body part, which is mostly comprised of a Toa Hordika armor piece, but with all the Technic pin holes kind of filled inwards. And also holding the arms of which is a full Visorak limb part of which to hold both arms on, and the back side of which is Technic bits holding everything onto it. And then as for the head and mask part, which is mostly just, or the mask of which is same as Toa Haga Aruni's mask, but in dark green, which nice to get in that color as well. But yeah, and then the headpiece of which it's just a regular Toa Metru head, but without a brainstock piece in it. Although you could add one in if you wanted, but yeah. And then as for the arms of which are just these Toa Mata arm pieces in dark green, like we saw it on the one of the Vakis in 2004 as well. And then the hand parts, which are just the Borak tooth pieces in silver, and also the these electro blades, which were all new to this year 2007, and then came in several sets after. Yeah. But then on the other armor, which does have this little bar piece that holds the solidified air bubble launcher, or in this case called, or otherwise Zammersphere launcher, with the same exact Zammerspheres that Toa, Inaika, New Peru, and Huki had the year prior for that. And of course, like all the Zammersphere launchers, put it in and launch off like so. So still quite fun they are. And that is about it with Defilak. And now onto Hydruka Thulox, which from first glance kind of similar to the other Hydruka, Morak, which I also previously reviewed. But, yeah. However, but only about one piece less, like not on a spike piece on the top. But yeah. So like as for the front head part, which is just a Roxy headpiece in dark red, like we saw on Rahaga Norik 2 years prior to that, and the lower jaw of which made of mostly Enika Nuperu's clock piece, which only about twice this piece was ever reused then. And of course the head can like swivel back and forth, of course. And then as for the main body part, which is made mostly on one little Technic beam holding it all on, and also the limbs, which are mostly the like Viscerac limbs, holding both front and back legs to them, then also holding Toa or Metromatoran limb pieces on there, and then ending off with Viscerac feet that are in both dark red and black for that. Unlike with Morak, they were in all dark blue, so it's two different color scheme for that, and then also mainly to match the armor piece on him, which is mostly Baraki Kalma's armor piece for that. But unlike with Morak, which makes the back legs more stationary for that, even though in that one it was the glow-in-the-dark Takedox armor for that. And then as for the tail part, just about like the, which is just a Toamata arm piece in black, and then connected on another hand joint to like swivel around and move around as well. And again, holding a solidified air bubble launcher that you can also fire off like so. And then as for posability, which have 2 points on each leg, so get plenty good posability out of it, and despite them like flopping back and forth for that, but yeah. And what else to say? Not much, but yeah. So now on to the final verdict. So overall, I think these which are like which kind of cool sets for how they are. Like do get plenty of or a little bit of dark red, but plenty of dark green included with Defilak, even though they which may be like kind of similar builds to the one other Hydruka and the rest of the Mario inventory, which kind of a different arrangement for that. But of course, this year 2007 is when we started trending away from a bunch of like clone sets for that, even though the other Mario Matoran were included with the Karzani set. So I think 2007 was a little bit of a year of non-repetition, but yeah. But these two sets, as is, still quite cool for how they were. As for these, like $6 to $7 that they were back then, still quite good for how it is. Well, regardless of inflation and all, and also the mask piece, or for Defilak, the mask piece in dark green, great to use for mocking, of course. And of course, these sets also do serve as good parts packs for how they were, of like dark red and black and dark green, obviously. Yeah, but otherwise, still quite good for as is. But yeah. And so now, if any of you still have these sets from back in the day, well, I hope you had some good memories of them. And for those of you who haven't and are still looking to get these sets, I'd say definitely pick them up. eBay, Bricklink, Mercari, or at Bricks and Minifigs, whatever. And that's about it with this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.